Diver joins me now. Sean, good to have you on. This was a promise that was made, and you were briefed on this plan by the State Department officials. I wonder what they're telling you about this plan to either the Congo or Afghanistan. How are they justifying it?
Victor, thank you so much for having me on today. Look, briefed is a strong word, right? I didn't say briefed. They said briefed. The State Department folks, what happened is a bunch of people came to me sort of freaking out, and others as well, saying, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that we're considering sending these folks to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And we were all surprised, right? And in fact, we had heard that it sort of died, but just this week it came back to us that there's been a resurgence. They were trying to get Botswana across the line. Botswana fell apart. Malaysia, Indonesia, various other countries. There's this guy named Christian Earhart that's been flying around trying to nail down countries to help. But as it turns out, what we're hearing is that other countries don't want to help the United States right now because we have things like visa bonds and we have things like travel bans and other foreign policy decisions that are ham-fisted and poorly considered.
Some of these Afghans served as interpreters for U.S. troops, fought alongside them. More than 400 of them are children. I want to talk about the risk and the sacrifices they made aiding the U.S. military. Talk about that element, but also the promises they were made in return.
Sure. So these are folks, the folks at Camp Asilia are 42% children, so around 400. They're about 50-50 men to women thereafter. So you end up having about 700 to 800 women and children who are there. A lot of the women were special operators, people who served alongside our forces, collected intelligence for us, were pilots in the Afghan military. There's lawyers and prosecutors. There's journalists. Maybe most importantly to the Republican folks, there's 150 individual family members of active duty U.S. military who are stuck on that camp right there. And these are all folks who, in one way or another, are connected to the U.S. mission. Most of them arrived there between November and January, November 2024 and January 2025. And on day one of the Trump administration, President Trump, with his executive orders, wiped it all away. We had to start a diaper underground railroad because cutting off foreign aid meant that they couldn't operate the camps. They killed all of the flights, and then they stopped refugee processing. Yeah. So these are folks who believed in the idea of America, and we've broken our promises.
You know what's interesting is you said for the Republican folks, there was a time when it wasn't only bipartisan, it was nonpartisan, that these people who helped America, now we would offer this to them to come to the U.S. Many Democrats were very quick to call this out. Maryland Governor and Army veteran Wes Moore called it another deeply dark and cynical day. Senator Ed Markey calls this the ultimate betrayal. Congressman Crow says that this hurts America's credibility. I wonder what it says to you that you're not hearing from Republicans in the same way.
So, Victor, thank you for asking that question. Here's the thing. We are hearing from Republicans, but it's all private. Republicans are very upset about this, but they seem to be unwilling to do anything. But look, we can't give anybody a pass, right? I don't see a bill that's been introduced that would solve this problem. Now, we've put something together, and we're seeking partners, bipartisan partners. And look, we think that a discharge petition is the right way to go because we know that Congressman Jim Jordan is never going to let anything that helps Afghans get through the House Judiciary Committee. So what I'm hopeful to see is that tomorrow morning, tomorrow after we brief, we have a briefing for every office on the Hill. Every office is invited. Tomorrow, if we do that, we're hoping to see a litany of Republican partners willing to say, hey, I want to sponsor a bill to give TPS for the Afghans who are here in the United States to protect them, some non-refoulement and processing compelling provisions for the Afghans at CAS, and a few other provisions. And hopefully we can get a bipartisan bill introduced and then a discharge petition on the floor so we can finally see where everybody who says that they stood with Afghan allies actually stands.
Sean Van Diver, thank you so much.